I feel like the losses in SMMA hit really hard. Last month, I made about $1,000. I'm not happy with it. Even though I've had my best month or whatever, I care more about the results that I'm providing for the client than I care about the money that's coming into my pocket. So this video is going to be nothing more than me just kind of talking to myself and you guys just kind of watching. I feel like running an SMMA currently has been very up and down. Like one day I'm happy, I've signed a new client, I've got a meeting booked, whatever. The next day I'm just like, fuck, what am I doing? Right? The next day I'm like, yes, awesome. The next day I'm like, fuck, my life's over, right? And maybe there's something that I can do to increase my tolerance to the losses that I hit, right? But just as an example, I had these winning ads, I had everything working out, and I changed the offer for the ad to fix a problem that we were getting. And it just, I don't know, now all of a sudden the cost per lead is like $30 and it's like, fuck my life, right? So I feel a bit sad at the moment. And I think the reason for that is that I associate feelings of happiness with the service that I'm providing. And if I feel like the service that I'm providing isn't up to standard with what someone is asking for, then I feel like shit. An example of this is that I had this offer working for a martial artist client that I had, and it's working fine. But an issue that she was consistently facing was that every time she called up the client, like the person that came through the lead form, they would be like, hey, what's the price and when are you available? So to do that, I fixed up a new like booking system, reminder system, so that when she books them in, then they get reminders to follow up and then come into the service. And I also changed the offer to $30 for 30 days, but currently the ads for that aren't working. We had an ad that was like a $20 cost per lead, sorry, like a $15 cost per lead. And now since changing the offer, it's gone up to like $30. So now I'm like, oh shit. As well as this, I think that with real estate, another industry that I'm kind of working in at the moment, another niche, the real estate agents want qualified appraisals to go to the house, get the sell, and then for the win. So this is another reason that I feel like shit, is that real estate agents want qualified leads that are looking to sell within 6 months. And if they're not, then they don't really want them, right? And so it's a little bit different from the martial arts industry in the fact that you can run an ad for martial artists. Someone raises their hand, says, hi, I'm interested, I want to join, right? And then they run into issues on like trying to get them in or like booking, right? Like are there times available that are running classes and fit my schedule? But with real estate, it's like people fill out the form looking for a free home appraisal. However, they're not even interested in actually selling the product, which means we get a lot of leads through that aren't even qualified based on if they're selling or not, right? And so there's a way that we can go about getting them more qualified leads. However, their advertising guidelines are restrictive because with a real estate agent, they care so much about branding. They want their brand awareness to be like through the roof. It's like, yeah, I want everyone to see my face. I'm going to spend $10,000 to put my face on a billboard. That's not going to get me any leads, but I care about the brand awareness of people knowing my face, right? And so when you come to run ads, to get them results, you need to be able to provide them results, right? That it makes sense, right? If you want to work with them and they want to work with you, you have to provide them with some sort of results. They want results. They want people that are looking to sell and they want home appraisals. However, what they also want is brand awareness, and they want people to see their face, and they want the ads to follow their branding guidelines. Their branding guidelines don't necessarily result in them having good results come through the ads, right? So you can have, okay, my branding guidelines I need only gray colors. They has to have tiny text and like a weird font, right? Whatever, doesn't matter. If you follow those three things, you're going to get a dog shit ad, right? Nobody looks at the color gray. People look at bright green, bright red, right? It just pops. It looks way better, right? The funky font. Okay, if you can't read the font, it's not going to get good result. They don't understand that the ads themselves need to be able to pop out and get them the results that they're looking for, rather than following specific branding guidelines that aren't going to get them results, but at least they're going to be following the branding guidelines. So it's like, what do I do? right? Like I've spoken to them and been like, hey, so we can test running your ads directly based on your branding guidelines. I don't think they're going to work, but we can test it. Let's give it a shot. Obviously then the ads don't work, right? I tell them this up front. It's like, they're not going to work, right? It's up to you. We can still run them. Do you want to run them? Yes, let's run them. Okay, let's go for it, right? Then when the ads don't work, then they come back to me and they're like, it's not really working out, right? I don't think we should kind of mesh together, right? Suck my nuts, right? Suck my nuts. I told you that this wasn't going to work. And then you're expecting the results from something that I already said that wasn't going to work. So like, I'm at a bit of a loss as to how I can go about getting results for the real estate niche when they have this restriction on the type of ads that they want to run. They also have these very specific leads that they need through the door. And yeah, I don't know. So currently not feeling the best, but just kind of wanted to give you guys a little bit of an update of where I'm at, how I feel. And ironically, last month I made about $2,000. So I was like, you know, I'm pretty happy. I'm pretty happy with that. That's not too bad. Not 10K a month, but you know, it's money in the pocket. And even though I've had my best month or whatever, right? I'm not happy with it. And I don't know how I should feel about that or what I should be focusing on. Like I care more about the results that I'm providing for the client than I care about the money that's coming into my pocket. And when the clients aren't happy with the results that they're getting, then I feel like shit no matter the amount of money that I've made. So it's like, what do I do? Right? What do I do? Another thing is that this is more of like a me thing rather than anything else. The offer that I was currently running was a pay and results model for real estate agents, right? So if I get you X amount of qualified leads come through that are looking to sell is in 6 months, then you pay me $100, say, right? Per qualified appraisal that you get. However, what I'm finding is that based on this model, like sure, it works out fine. However, the leads themselves, one, I can't get leads through the door when I have to find the brand, follow the branding guidelines, right? That they're sending me, right? So that is just, it just doesn't work. Two is that like I'm offering guaranteed appraisals. However, these appraisals, I'm not even confident that I can get because it's relying on the real estate agent to book in the appraisals, right? The real estate agent needs to call them up and be like, hey, I heard you're looking for this, blah, blah, blah. And then if they have no sort of selling experience, then they're not going to be able to book in that appraisal. As an example, pretend I'm a real estate agent, right? Calling up a client, you are the client, right? And that has filled out the lead form. Hey, John, I noticed that you filled out our lead form, right? Are you looking for a free home appraisal? Are you looking to sell currently, right? You say, oh, not really. I just kind of filled it out. No worries, John. Have a wonderful day. Thanks for filling out our form. Let me know. We'll be in touch in the future if you need be, right? Boom. Ends the call. Okay. No appraisal. Alternatively, if the realtor has any sort of sales skills, right, then it's like, it's a completely different ballgame, right? So once again, try this conversation again. Hey, John, notice that you're looking to sell in the near future. That's what you filled out on our lead form. I was wondering when you wanted to book in for that free home appraisal, right? Oh yeah, I'm not really looking to sell, but I just thought it was kind of like a form to fill out. Yeah, no worries, right? That's completely understandable. People get confused about that a lot. I did notice though that you still filled out our form, so there must be some sort of inkling to that you're looking to sell, right? Maybe like the housing market is just crazy at the moment, right? People are making so much money. Why'd you fill out our form? And then all of a sudden it's an open-ended question and the conversation is back in as to why the appraisal is getting sent, right? And they don't just chop off the conversation. So it's like, how am I supposed to determine the difference, right? And then provide both of them with the same results? And the answer to that question is for me to call up the leads that come through and book them directly into the calendar for the real estate agent. However, then this is the problem. A lot of people that when you call up these leads, they don't want to be speaking to the receptionist, which in my case, I would be the receptionist. they want to talk directly with the agent that is running the ad. And if that is the case, then it's like, how am I supposed to bridge the gap between abilities from different ages, real estate agents, when there is no sort of solution without me speaking to the client directly? And if the client doesn't want to speak to me directly, then it's like, what do I do? So yeah, that's kind of how I feel at the moment. And a little bit stuck. I feel like it's just a bit rough out here. So yeah, let me know if you guys are feeling something similar. I just feel like it's a lot of losses back to back. And there's not really, I don't know. A lot of losses, a few wins, but the losses feel a lot heavier than the wins feel light. The losses bring me down further than the wins. I'm really looking for some sort of accountability partner to help me out and keep me on track. Maybe do some cold calls every day, blah, blah, blah. So if you're that someone, let me know. Send me a message on Instagram. Another issue is that just recently I got this channel monetized. Yay, awesome monetization. So another thing, big win, right? And in the gaming niche on YouTube, the CPM, which is the amount of money that you get per 1,000 views, is about $2 or $3, right? It's pretty bad because advertisers don't really want to spend their money on a view that could be someone cleaning the dishes while they're watching a gaming video, or is somewhat like a kid watching a gaming video. It's too unpredictable, right? Alternatively, you have a financial viewer who's watching how to do taxes. The viewer is going to be zoned in watching those fucking numbers move because they need to know how to do the taxes. So the CPM will be like $30, right? So every 1,000 views, they get $30 back, which is insane. You can make a full-time living on YouTube with like 30,000 subscribers in the finance niche. Okay. And I'm not, currently this channel isn't either of those, right? It's probably in the middle. So I was hoping for about $8 CPM, right? So for every 1,000 views that I get through, it's going to be about $8 in my pocket, right? Great. Awesome. We got 30,000 views last month. Okay. It's a couple $100. I'll be happy with that, right? You know, I'm happy. Turns out after we got monetized, I'm now looking at these stats, and if I show you directly, right? So it's literally just started. So $3. I don't really care about the monetary value, like I was saying, right? Like the videos that I've been posting lately haven't been doing too well, so it is what it is. But if we go to revenue, we look at the CPM, it's 21 cents. What the fuck? What the fuck does that mean? Huh? What does that mean? How is that? What? Like, it just doesn't make any sense to me. So I am not sure as to what I should be doing. I'm just a little bit lost at the moment. A lot of things kind of going wrong. Not what I was expecting. And I just feel like, I don't know. I also think that when I'm upset, I play video games as like an out, right? And it's like an escape from reality is what I use video games for. And I think that just recently, because I've been feeling like shit, I've reinstalled League, right? League of Legends. And I've been playing it a little bit more than I would have liked to be playing it, right? And it's almost like a procrastination tool to avoid me having to do the hard things that I need to be doing, like cold calling, for example. I need to be doing cold calling pretty much every day. And that's the easiest way to scale. The more clients that we get through the door, the better. However, instead, I don't want to cold call because I feel like a failure regarding the service delivery that I'm offering the clients, which isn't true, but it's how I feel, right? Like, I've been getting results. It's like one of the clients she's got like 100 leads already. The other guy's at like a $5 cost per lead. So like, things are good, but I'm not happy with the service delivery that I'm doing. The clients may or may not be happy. And some of them are content. They're like, yeah, this is good. This is what I wanted. But at the same time, I feel like the service delivery could be better. And that's what I'm not happy about. And so therefore I feel like a failure. I'm a little bit of a perfectionist, not too much, but I am to an extent. And so if things aren't where I'm expecting them to be, then I feel like shit. And so by me not feeling that the service delivery I'm offering is up to the standard that I would like, I then feel like shit because I feel like I'm a failure to the clients that I'm taking money from. And therefore I don't want to reach out to any more people to hit those same numbers. It's a bit of a catch-22. The only way for me to get better is to get more clients, to get better results and practice the service delivery, test out new ads, test out new things, test out new suburbs, blah, 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 right? But I don't want to do that because I'm afraid of failing the clients that I'm getting money from. And I guess a way to do that is to run ads for free. But at the same time, I also don't want to work for free. So yeah, maybe I'm experiencing a little bit of imposter syndrome. So I might be experiencing a little bit of this. A behavioral phenomenon described as self-doubt of intellect, skills, or accomplishments among high-achieving individuals. I feel like I get this quite a lot as well, especially with my TikTok following that has 2 million followers, right? I know I bring this up quite a lot, but the account has 2 million followers, and everyone that I speak to is like, oh shit, you have 2 million followers. To me, I'm like, it's whatever, because it hasn't made me any money. And to make it, to make me money, I need to do like some growth operating shit, which is like, I don't know if you've heard of that, but it's basically like running a paid community for the individuals to learn how to do like go viral on TikTok to get them to where they want to be, right? Another option for that is to promote in my my gaming Discord, which isn't the people that are watching this video, by the way, that are in a Discord. It's not that one. There's another one that I have, and is to promote in that Discord like one-on-one sessions to increase and grow their account, which I know that I'm capable of doing, but I also don't want to pitch that service to someone because I don't like selling things to people. So yeah, I don't know. I don't want to talk anymore. I'm done. Goodbye.